What's going on, guys? This is attempt number 2 at making this video about the Giga Pets T-Rex, and that's because attempt number 1 I did after a long day of work, and when I went to edit it, I realized that I was about half asleep in the video. So this time we're recording on my day off. I made sure get some exercise in this morning, drink some coffee, and I'm bringing that big coffee energy to this one. So hopefully you guys are gonna stay awake. Anyway, yeah, we're talking Giga Pets T-Rex today. I'm excited about this, and I will tell you, this is my first Giga Pet. I did not have one in the 90s. I always had a Tamagotchi or a Digimon, and I always wanted one of these things. And I finally got one, and what inspired me to make this video was actually that I couldn't figure out what some of the menu icons mean, and I couldn't figure out trying to look it up online. So I wanted to talk about that and just a general talking about my thoughts about it, I guess, and kind of showing off this Giga Pet a little bit. I will say that if you had a Giga Pets in the 90s, you're going to know exactly what these icons are. But if you're new to it, just jumping into these things like me, I think they're kind of confusing. But I got you guys covered. I figured it out. I did the research. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. So we got the T-Rex here. Now this is the adult stage. So he's a couple days old. I can't remember exactly how old now. 8 years old. So I've been running this guy for a little while. I think around day 4 is when he evolved, if you will, or grew up. Because they don't really have, so let me reposition, they don't have a ton of evolutions or anything like the Tamagotchis do. As far as I can tell, there's just 2 stages, kind of a smaller stage and then a larger stage. Basically both look the same. But what you lose in diversity of evolutions, this thing does have a lot of animations, and I think it's a little bit more interactive than like a standard Tamagotchi, which is cool. So I'm actually really liking it. I wasn't sure at first. I kind of had this perception like, oh, is it just kind of a cheaper knockoff Tamagotchi? But after playing with it, I really like it. I think it offers like a nice alternative to the Tamagotchi. It's got a lot of different kind of features and things. So yeah, let's talk about it. So the first thing, guys, what I was saying with these menus. So this heart is your like status screen. Your overall scores, like that's what this thing all revolves around, is keeping that score up. So the higher the score, the better. We're doing good now. 100 is the max, so 96 is pretty good. So these are the icons where I was having trouble. So let me tell you guys what this stuff all is if you don't know. The top one there is food. I don't know what it's supposed to represent. I thought maybe it was like a bathroom scale or something. I don't know, but so that's food. So if you feed them, that number goes up. This kind of face with 2 buck teeth or something is discipline. So to fill that, you need to slap them in the face. And we'll show you that. This circle is kind of an overall score, and it seems to just be the more you can fill the other things up, that one goes up. So as far as I can tell, there's nothing that directly changes that. Again, is just kind of factored from everything else. And the smiley face is happiness, so that one actually makes sense. But yeah, the circle one I couldn't figure out for a while, so I had to kind of mess around with it and do some research. And I figured that out. And the last one is just their age and weight. And I'm not sure how much the weight really comes into factor. I don't even know if you can really change it much, because I've been experimenting, and mine seems to just be stuck at 10 pounds. But yeah, so some different things about this. One, if you're used to Giga Pets, you're probably used to this, but you gotta slap these guys for discipline, which I don't always like doing, but they need it a lot. They pretty much every time you pick it up, I mean, I guess depending on how often, you got to give them a little slap in the face, a little bit of food. I'll show you here. So he's got what I think is a brontosaurus leg as his food. That'll raise the hunger, obviously. But then you can also do the snack, which does raise the hunger, but not as much. So this will raise it 5 points, and it'll raise your happiness, I think, 20 points. whereas the food just raises your hunger 20 points. So he's got a nice little eating animation. You can turn the lights off. You can give him a nap at any time, which is nice. Let me show you the games here. So he's got 3 games he can play. I believe they all raise his happiness 10 points, from what I can tell. So this is the easiest one, the mouse one. Whichever direction he goes, you just mash that button. And after, once the timer hits either 11 or 10, usually he'll catch the mouse, and then he'll occasionally ask for a bath. So he takes a lot of baths, jumps in the lake there. Again, really nice animations with these Giga Pets, or at least with the T-Rex. It's the only one I've played with so far. So our score's going up. He's a few points in hunger, but everything else is good. Let me show you the other games. So this is the smash one. It's left or right. You just smash rocks with your tail. So whichever side the rock comes up on, you have to mash the button a couple times. Maybe you can just hit it once if you time it perfectly. But I've never been able to. I always just find if you mash it about 2 or 3 times, you'll get it every single time. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do like the sound effects on this guy. Kind of realistic T-Rex sounds. And I just like that it's not beeps. Again, I'm used to Tamagotchis where everything's a little beep. This one, it's more of a lower pitch sound that it makes. You can kind of hear it here. So it's a little bit more soothing. Like sometimes I'll just leave this thing in my pocket at work and it'll start beeping. And usually people don't even notice because it is pretty low pitch, but you can see it's got a little speaker on the back. Takes the CR 2032 battery. Yeah, let's show you the next game here. So the last one, this is the Volcano one, and you just have to dodge the rocks as they fall, or the lava chunks, by jumping left and right. It'll drop 10 chunks, and if you hit one, or if one hits you, I should say, you lose the game. The cool thing about this one, it's surprisingly responsive. Like if you just tap the button, you can see I'm barely moving. And if you press a little bit harder, you can do like a big hop. You could do like just a little hop if you wanted to. You can hold it and run across the screen, so it's really responsive. This is the doctor. He doesn't seem to need the doctor too much. I don't know if he's really ever asked me for the doctor, but just to show you the animation is pretty funny. He'll eat the doctor. This is the AR thing, so as you do different things for the first time, like for example, the first time you take a bath or the first time that you play a game, you'll unlock an achievement which can unlock an animation on the app if you connect your phone, but I'll never do that. That's literally meaningless to me. Taking a bath, we already showed you that one. And then the tricks here, I'm not sure if this does anything. On the old Tamagotchis, the original ones, or I'm sorry, the original Giga Pets, I believe the tricks were for discipline, but in this, I don't think that they actually do anything. It's just kind of a feature you can just play with for fun. I don't think it affects your stats at all. So, now I've already trained this guy. Usually the first couple times they'll do the wrong trick or do nothing, but this guy's going to listen to me. So we'll tell him to jump, he'll go jump, and then it lets you give him a reward. So he loves eating these little eggs. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Let me show you here. Oh, how do you scroll through? Juicy is his name. I'll leave the sound on now. So yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I've been having a lot of fun with them. It says, I think in the instructions, he's supposed to live for about 2 weeks, but can live longer. So I'm not sure how long they go. But yeah, I think it's a nice little alternative to a Tamagotchi. For me, I've been playing with a lot of Tamagotchis and Digimon lately, and this was like a nice little mix-up. I wasn't sure at first, like I said, if I would like it, but I do. I've been having a lot of fun with Juicy the T-Rex here, and I would highly recommend to anyone who's interested in virtual pets. I think it's a nice one. It's fun, and what everyone loves, it's got the clear plastic shell. One of the best things about any V-Pet of any kind is having that nice translucent, colored shell that everyone loves. So yeah, thanks for checking out my video, guys. If you have any questions at all, let me know. But besides that, I hope you have a great day. I hope you stay safe. And I got some more videos coming, so I hope you'll come back and check those ones out too. Thanks. Bye.